Hello members and non-members. This is a video that's going to go out to members in March and then to non-members in April. So today we're going to be tier ranking the Earthsea book covers because I want to do a tier ranking video because I've not done it in a while and I love Earthsea. So we're going to be doing that and I'm just going to chat to you guys about the covers and just, stuff in general. Also, this background I've got, I'll be honest, I should probably use my other background, but, I attribute the guy who made this in the description, so I might as well use it. But anyway, let's jump into it right away. Let's talk about these Earthsea covers. We're going to do them just in the order they're here, S being best, F being least best. I'm not going to say they're bad because I'm not a cover artist, so, but let's go with it. This one's just straight up Earthsea, I think. It's a dragon. I think it's Tales from Earthsea. It's okay. Okay, listen, I'm not an artist. I'm just going off pure vibes, so that's why don't take this too seriously. I don't mind it. It's very blue. Blue's not my favorite color. I think it's a B. I think it's a solid B. I think this might be the third one. It's a ship, isn't it? It's not a dragon. It's not. I thought it was a ship. I thought it was a dragon. It's a ship, which makes sense why it's very blue, I suppose. I think it's meant to be Tales from Earthsea, or no, it's a Wiz from Earthsea. This one, I think this is meant to be Ged on the cover. It's quite unique. I wish I could see the back cover as well, because if it was also Ged again, maybe I would put it as an A. But I can't see the back cover for this. Like some of these, you can see the back covers. I would put it in B just because I can't see the back cover. A Wizard from Earthsea. See, I've seen these covers. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I just don't think they give you so much information about the books. Or they don't give a vibe for the books. And, I like books with a good vibe. So I'm going to put that in a C. This one's got a dragon on it, so if it's got a dragon, it's an A. But also it's quite cool. I like the way, there's some stuff in the foreground, has a big dragon in the background. I'm a big fan of dragons, as you guys know. So yeah, that's... I've really been on an Earthsea kick, and I'm trying to, delay reading the last book, Dragonfly, because... if I read it, then I'm done with it. Maybe I'll read it in April, because then I can delay it, and then I can do my big video on why you should read Earthsea, the first 6 books, well, all 6 books. But yeah, I don't know. This, however, this one I like. It's very green. I can't actually see what the text says. And I don't know the shortcut to zoom in on Chrome. I used to know it. I don't know it anymore. I would have zoomed in, but I don't know the shortcut. I don't want to fiddle around with stuff. So, actually, wait. I'm cutting this. I can see. Actually, this is way better, and I can see the covers a lot better. So, I would actually put this down to C. Because, I actually like that the ground, the water looks like green. This, I'm going to bump up to an S. I really like this cover. Oh, no. The zoom. It's stopping me moving things. Okay, well, this is meant to be an... What the frick? What the hell? I can't move the closest ones. What's going on? Okay, wait. Let me zoom out again. Okay, a quick little refresh. Fix that. Anyway, yeah, I like the green, but I just feel like there's not too much going on, and it feels like Ged is getting lost in the background in this. This actually I'd put down to a D, because there's not a lot going on here. This will go to an S, because actually now that I can see it much closer, I really like this cover. So that's going to an S. Let's move on. This is the cover I have. I'll be honest. It's not... It's fine. It tells you what's on the cover. There's some interesting stuff here with the dragons. There's more dragon there. I think that's meant to be Ged. Maybe that's Tenar. Yeah, this is very interesting. I wish I could see the back cover, but I'll leave it as a B, because this is very different. Yeah, this is just a bog standard cover. It's not super interesting. I think it might have been the reason I didn't pick up the book for a while, because I was like, this isn't a very interesting cover. But it communicates stuff. It's far more interesting than these covers. These covers are definitely Ds. I don't like these. But this, yeah, maybe it'll be revised down. A Wizard from Earthsea. Oh, this is very good. This is a B. Maybe it's a middle B. Might even be definitely above this one. Yeah, I mean, spoilers. Do we talk spoilers here when it's Ged facing? Ooh, who is it? Ooh, is it a Deg? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. No, I like that. Although Ged looks very white here. I'm not gonna lie. Ged's meant to be like a brownish color, and he looks quite white there. So I'm a bit disappointed actually. So maybe that gets bumped down. Maybe that gets bumped down for him looking very white. A Wizard from Earthsea. I don't actually. Okay, that's not going in a D. That's going in a C as well. I just feel like there's a lot going on. Like there's a balance. Like these old school book covers, there can be stuff going on, but not too much. Like this is great because it's a beautiful background and a nice foreground. But this is like there's a lot going on. And I don't like the text either. I'm very much a very modern boy when it comes to text. It needs to be very legible, very easy to scale. This text just doesn't do it for me. But I don't know. That's because I've probably worked in media for so long. This is good text, although this Earthsea is very difficult to read, but it's a bit boring. I mean, I like that there's a shadow of a dragon, I suppose, but it's not communicating. It's like this. It's not communicating a lot to me. And the text is good. It's better than this, but it's not giving. It's not giving anything. The Earthsea trilogy. This is a banger, though. Ged looks kind of brown, which is nice. That's a golden dragon. That's very nice. That's an A. See, this text, very legible. Very cool picture. So it's taking the best parts of these. So it's cool picture and very clear text. Yeah, banger. This, I love a double spread cover, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too sure how much I like this text on this parchment, but I love this. I think this text on parchment thing might be what knocks it down from an S, in my opinion. Because this is very cool. I do love that's why I wanted to see this. Because maybe it's I don't know who's on the back. Is it another Ged? Is it maybe Tahanu? Is it maybe Tanar? I don't know. That would help inform the opinion on this. This I think is a better version of this one. It's high C. I think if this makes it into a B, this will make it into a B as well. This is, again, text isn't my favorite, but it's quite ominous, and I like that. And it doesn't tell you so much. I mean, it's a guy walking away from the green sea, obviously, but he's looking at this. It's rather ominous, in my opinion. Again, I don't make book covers, so I could be just chatting, but in my opinion, that's kind of how that works. It's not a D. D is just boring. It's got something going on there. I don't like this bar here. I don't like the text here. I like where they've placed Ursula K. Le Guin's name. It's nice when they mix up where they put names on book titles, because always it's usually at the bottom, but it's actually it's nice sometimes when it's on top. This is badass. Which I can't actually read that. That's probably not in English. That's probably why. That I think is an S. Look at that, dude. That's freaking insane. Gee. Okay, look. A close up on a dragon. It's an S for me. This is, which one is this meant to be? Tombs of Natawan and the first one, I think. I like the text. I like the use of purple. There's been no purple in any of the other ones. I think it's an A. I like purple. Purple is my second favorite color. Yellow's my favorite, which is why I like this gold dragon. But yeah, that's a good second. That's a good A. Maybe it's a high B. Maybe it's an A. We'll see. We'll get back to it. This, another double page, blah, 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 blah. Double page spread. This, I think, is probably the third book. It's a double page spread. Is it? Yeah, it's a double page spread, but it's a low A. I don't know. This has got a dragon on it, so maybe that's why I'm so into it. But I think this is an A. Yeah, I think that's an A. This, I don't even know what book. This might be meant to be Tahanu. Teremer. Maybe that's meant to be Tahanu. That's... I don't know if I'm missing something. Maybe that's meant to be her skin, which has been burnt. Spoiler alert. I don't know, though. That doesn't look super... Like, if I'm looking at this on a bookshelf, the text, like, why would you use small, like, lowercase black text that doesn't really pop on this background? I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. I think this is meant to be Tahanu. I don't know what it's meant to be, actually. Terama? Maybe it's another book that I just don't know of. But it is meant to be an Earthsea book, so maybe, I don't know, I don't speak all the languages. This is cool. Yeah, B. Again, very clear text. I think to me, text is very important. That's why I use very bold text on my thumbnails, even though they might not be the best. This is a banger. This is going up here with this. Yeah, although Ged does look very white here, if it is Ged. So maybe you do get deducted points for, colorism. But I like the borders. I like this text here. I like where Le Guin's name fits in the border. I like when there's a little picture. Obviously the style of books are very modern, kind of more in line with making them easier to post on the internet, and you can use one file across all of your different mediums. So I understand why book covers are a little bit more flat, or at least when there's stuff on them, they're very flat. They're very clip art style. I don't think clip art's right, but again, I'm not an artist, so I don't know these words. This is similar to, there was a show, wasn't there? I don't like hyper realistic covers unless it's a dragon. Hyper realistic covers don't do it for me, and this feels hyper realistic. And also, I don't like this text. This is giving like word font, like if you're old like me and you had like a couple of computers in your school and they'd let you go in and type on Word and like, oh my god, look at this font, it looks like ancient Egypt. That's kind of what I'm giving. It's giving less ancient Egypt, it's giving more ancient Greece. But that's kind of what that feels like. It feels like, they taught you how to save images from the internet and you put text on top. It's a penguin cover. Again, they've made Ged very white. And I don't mind these penguin covers. Like, whenever I think of penguin, I like that it's black. I feel like maybe inverting the colors at the bottom would have looked nice. I think an orange on a more white color would have really stood out more. Like this, it doesn't look like it stands out here. I don't know. I just feel like when it's penguin, I associate it with black and then white and orange text. So maybe that's why it's been knocked down. I think it's above this one, though. This might get bumped up, actually. This is very unique. It looks like a map, and I like maps. Let's put that on a high B, but I think that might be revised up for now. That's very cool. There's stuff in the foreground, the background, there's stuff going on. Yeah, you know what? I think that's an A. I definitely think that's an A. Let's go for this. Oh, wow. I did say I don't like hyper-realistic stuff, but this... He's a little bit brown, so he'll get a B at least. This is very cool. This is very different from everything else, because everything else is like fantasy. I don't know. That would give you fantasy, but this is giving horror. This is giving like scary. Yeah, this is going to go into an S because it's so different. It's giving, this is a horror story. What's going on? Maybe that's not the best because someone will pick it up and like, oh, I love George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. And then you read this, I'm like, this is nothing like Dawn of the Dead. I couldn't think of another horror thing. This, actually, when I first saw it, I wasn't too keen on it. My boy's brown, which is nice. This style, like, there was a lot of books that were like Greek, what's it called? Greek mythology inspired. Oh no, go away, Chrome. Greek mythology inspired that really gave this, but I don't know if I'm I think it's a B. I think it's above White Ged. Yeah. Yeah, it's a middling B. I get it. I get it, but I don't think it's for me. Let's go with, very goopy, A Wizard of Earthsea. That I like the green. I'm a big fan of like a green. Yellow, green. This is a similar green to this. I like the green. High B. A lot. I really like this green. Maybe it's an A. Actually, this is very different. Again, like this, it's very different to everything else. What's this? This is giving Terry Pratchett. I love what I'm saying. It does give Terry Pratchett. But there's a lot of text going on there. Like, all the text is bunched together. At least when the text is bunched together here, it is very bold. It is very easy to read. This is very stylized. That's the word. It's stylized. The pictures are very cool. So maybe it's a B. I think the stylized text does hurt it. For my modern sensibilities, obviously. When I was a kid, I would have bloody read Wall books. I would have eaten this up, man. This again. See, this does this better. See, it's got the picture, but the text. Although the text is bunched up, maybe I would have put Le Guin's name here. But the picture's very clear. The text is much more clear. It's stylized, but not super stylized. That's a high B, I think, for me. Okay, let's refresh. I don't think I've had any technical malfunctions with tier list maker before making this video. What the heck? I had to refresh it a few times. It's a puffin one, isn't it? So it's a bit more for kids. Maybe this was puffin or penguin. I think it's penguin. I think it's I don't know, man. Puffins, penguins, same diff. I think this is more for kids, more like a child-friendly cover. It's giving... I can't stop saying that. It kind of reminds me of Roald Dahl. Ged's very white. High C. Very... although, maybe he's just not meant to be coloured in. So that might be... that, it might be a stylistic choice, but... C? C, because I'm going to move these around. Oh, it's the last one. Fingies. Who is this meant to be? Is this Tanar or Ged? I think it's meant to be Ged. You know what? It's a double page spread. It's a double spread one that I'm not super keen on. I do like the use of perspective with the hands. That's cool. I actually like the text. So it's a high B. I feel like maybe more could have been done here. I don't really understand why books sometimes just like shove the blurb really small. If you're going to have a blurb, make it big. Have some quotes. Obviously, quotes are a bit of a modern thing, and I think they're getting rid of those slightly in publishing. As in, like, you can't solicit your own one. So there's no Fs. There's no. If there was an F, this will probably be an F, actually. Yeah, if I'm going to be harsh, that's an F. Because it's just nothing. I don't know. But let me reassess some of these. This, I think, makes it into a B. I like the green enough. I'm not a fan of the text. And, maybe the rest of it's compelling enough to go up. These three are undisputed bangers. I love the dragon in the background and the ship in the foreground. I think this is meant to be... It's the first one because it's after Ged beats Ged. Yeah, and he goes and chats with the dragon. I think it's all just the first book. Or the trilogies, I think. This banger, I love the realism of the dragon. I know I did say, realism. It doesn't need to. I don't like realism, but look at this dragon. It looks so badass. This is so different. It's so cool. It makes it feel like a horror book. That's sick. This is very nice. I think if these didn't go so hard, this I think would be my favorite. But these go so hard. I really like this. I love the purple used here. I like the use of the double page spread on here. This is very unique as well. It feels like a map. And I associate Earthsea with maps. I think it's like Middle Earth, like Lord of the Rings. I associate it with maps. and I associate Earthsea with maps. There is an official map you can buy, but it's very expensive, and I think it might be sold out, or maybe it's sold out framed. But it's an official one from, I think they made them when Le Guin was alive still, and they're very cool, but they're very expensive. So, hey, if you want to help me buy that map, you should become a member. Members get videos like this all the time. They get to be part of a bookshop, book club, maybe a bookshop at some point in the future. They get cool emojis, cool badges. So for £2 a month, you get additional content like this. You don't have to wait a month. Not all of my member videos become videos for everyone to watch either. It's once every couple months I'll do a video like this where you guys who aren't members will get access to it, and that's on a month's delay as well. So if you want the content, if you want like 2 to 3 extra videos a month, hit that join button below this video or on my channel, and you can help me afford getting that Earthsea map. But back to the covers. This, I love the green. I really like the green. If this was maybe a little bit more compelling, I would move it up. This, I like. I just don't like all this text here. I love the perspective on this. This is just a solid cover. I feel like it's very blue, but it's just, I think this, like, you know what? Solid. That's solid. That's like the middle of the pack, I think. Yeah, this would be better if Ged wasn't so white. This, again, if I could see the back cover, I think it could have made it into an A. It's so unique, it's so different, but I want to see that back cover to see what they do with it. This, I see why people would like it. It's just not super my taste, but it's good. I like the ominousness here. I really like the text here. This feels very 80s. Terminator. It feels very Terminator. This, super cool. Again, why is Ged white? This, again, I think would be higher in a B if the text wasn't so stylized. This, I think the green rescues it. I think if the green wasn't such a rich green and such a diversity of green used in this cover, I would knock it down, honestly, for this text. I don't like this text. This feels very Roald Dahl. Ged, I don't like him being white here. This, it feels like there's a lot going on. The black doesn't stand out on this. Obviously, I'm looking at a computer monitor. I'm not looking at the book in person. So maybe it's a very different case in person. Maybe this is like the writing is glossy and the cover's matte, or the other way around, and it pops. This is the one I have. It's fine. It's fine. It communicates everything about the book, and I guess it's got a little bit of a special place in my heart because it's the one I've got. This is just a tad bit boring, and I also don't like this with the text. This, far too hyper-realistic for me. Feels like, baby's first film poster. I just don't connect with this. Also, they made Ged very white. Like, Ged's not like brown. He's not a black guy, but he's not pale. He's like a brown guy. He'd have like a similar complexion to me, maybe a bit darker. This, I don't like these covers. I've used them also in my thumbnails, and those thumbnails didn't do very well. This just feels boring. There's just not a lot going on, and I think obviously the white text pops on the very muted bluish black backgrounds, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. And this, if I knew what this word said, I don't know if that's meant to be Tahanu. Terramere. I really should just Google this. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find what it is. But that is my tier list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you are a member, thank you for being a member. I really appreciate you. If you're not a member and you're seeing this video for the first time, consider becoming a member, or just follow the channel, like the channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share the video with a friend or family member, and hey, go and read a great book today. Hopefully an Earthsea book and this awesome cover. Ad blocker.